welcome to Drumard Farm episode 10 with me, MrSealyp. Plowing is continuing on field 28. I've sold some wood chips and I'm over at field 24, I believe. Field 24 has got sunflowers in it and they are ready to harvest. And I was going to do the harvesting job, I thought I'd do the contract, but looking at the field price, it's only 149,000. I'm thinking I might do I might just buy it, and then I've got the sunflowers that I could then sell or put into storage. So realistically, take off whatever you'd get on the field, brings the price of the field right down. So, can't believe I'm doing this. Yep, can I buy the field? There we go. Field 24 is now part of Drumard Farm. I think I've lost my mind. Okay. I've got sunflowers in there. They can be harvested at some point. It does give us more scope. I was also thinking if I'm gonna plant a field with corn, there needs to be one that's relatively close to the bunker silo. Straight down this lane, take a left through the yard and we're there. A lot of these other fields over here, you've got to drive right the way around this lane, all the way around the back, so This one seemed like an obvious one, and the price, it wasn't too bad. So, there we go, new field on the farm. The sun is going down, it's 7:30. The potato fields are both on their next growth stage, which means I can put the last fertilising state down, which is good news, because that means they can be left now, as can the soybean field and the wheat field. No, not wheat field, barley field I did, didn't I? Field 28, I'm trying to remember all the fields now. 28, which I did the harvest on, which I bought, has now been ploughed. I'm going to do something with that as well. And I've just bought field 24, so that's going to need harvesting to get the sunflower off that. That will then need ploughing and preparing, ready for whatever I'm going to do in there. Luckily this field's small enough I can get away with a couple of passes. Now, as has been mentioned, I think I mentioned it briefly when I first started planting the potatoes, and this has been mentioned to me because I've just planted, I've just finished doing a sugar beet harvest on law folds, and I was debating whether or not to do potatoes or sugar beet, and I was obviously, my dilemma being that to put potatoes in the ground, having done on this map, isn't cheap and it uses quite a bit of seed. But it was then pointed out that you can then use potatoes from one harvest, which is what I'd mentioned before, to reseed the next crop. So technically you only ever have to pay for the seed for potatoes once, because after that you're using seed or potatoes you've already got, so it won't ever cost you again for potatoes. So I might well do that. One of these fields, use those as seed for another field, or keep doing the same field, or I'll see what kind of yield I get off of them both, because I'm not sure what I'm going to get. This one goes at a slightly funny angle, which is a little bit annoying, and I couldn't get a worker to work on it when I did it before. If I try and set a worker now, it says it's completed its task. Probably because I did the field myself. Just, it's not recognising a field boundary for some reason, which is weird. I don't know why it would do that, but it is. So needless to say, this one's going to be one of those ones I'm going to have to do myself each time, I think, because if I try and do a worker, nope, doesn't want to know. But it's not a huge field, it's not like it's going to take me forever, is it? Should get away. Might just be missing a little bit actually. Yep, tiny little bit. I'll go back and cover that, and that's that done. So those fields, the potatoes now are good as well. That's third fertilising state, so they're good. I can leave them now as well to grow. Haven't got to do anything else to these, which is a bonus. And tuck this away. I'm trying to think what job to do before it gets too dark, and then you'll probably see me early in the morning, probably harvesting over there on field 24. I think that's going to be my next big job to do. I'm still waiting on the barley before I can get any straw bales, so that's not too much of a problem. That's better. That's what I was intending doing, instead of lowering down the seeder. Not seeder, spreader. Right, I know what I'm going to do. I'm not sure how visible it's going to be. I'm in the shade of the barns at the moment, that's probably why you can't see, but what I'm going to do, and again I've just done this on law folds, I'm going to do some slurry spreading, because I've got slurry that I had from when I did the silage harvest. It's not in the pit because I haven't got any cows yet, but it is over in the BGA, the kind of digestate tank. So, using this is obviously a much smaller version, and this is a slurry sprayer rather than an injector like the one I've just used on Lawfolds. I'm going to fill it up from here. I can't remember what the capacity of this is. It's not much. Might be not 18,000. That seems like a lot. Let's see what I get in this. It might only be about not even 8,000, is it? 3, 4. It might be 8,000. We'll see. And this will get through this really quick. Yeah, 8,000. Great. Over to field 28. This is going to be a bit of a backwards and forwards job, I think, with this one. I'm not going to lease or buy a tanker to go backwards and forwards. This map is small enough that I can drive backwards and forwards if I need to refill. Yeah, it is, I think. You won't have to come with me on every trip, it's fine. What do I want? Next turn into this field here. Bit of dusk slurrying. I'm not sure what the width is on this, it's not very much. So, let's turn this on. Yeah, this is going to get through loads. There you go, we're slurrying. How lovely. This is going to get through this really fast. It's actually not going down as quickly as I thought it would. I think the problem was when I did it on Lawfolds, I had the Vinhus 30,000 litre, but it's 30 metres wide, so it's going to be absolutely, excuse the weird analogy, but ploughing through it. Absolutely ploughs through it. This I'm probably going to get four passes, might get 4.5 passes, and then go and fill up again. That's not too bad. And then this field will be ready for seeding. We are gradually buying up real estate and getting crops in it, considering we started off with just those two over there and the rest was, well, they were either empty or they were grass. So yeah, I'm really happy with this. Pretty good that it comes standard on the map. You get this one, whereas the slightly larger one, the Modulo 2, yeah, that's got to run out, isn't it? Well, I'll get as far as I can get with it and then whiz back and get some more. Still a cracking map. I'm enjoying this. Not that I don't enjoy Lawfolds. It's like I said on the Lawfolds map on the last episode. You get engrossed on one map in doing what you're doing, and your mind's thinking, "What, I'm going to do this next, then this. I'm going to sort this field out, then go." And then you think, "Oh, I haven't done anything on the other map." You go on to the other map and think, oh, "I love this map," and you do the same thing on that one. You know, that's why it's always hard to choose a map to stop doing in favour of another one you want to start doing Let's Play on. I have to say I've loved all of these maps. There's not been one I've done that I've really not enjoyed playing on. Right, let's go and refill this. Refilling everything while I'm here, might as well. If I follow my own tracks up, it should put me perfectly in line to start again. Right, the rest of this field I'm going to do off camera. You've seen me start slurrying. I don't think anything's going to be any different with the rest of it. Although I am considering, I mean, to be fair, all I've got is the slurry I've got in the digestate tank at the moment. That's because I did that silage harvest. If I do, you can actually just see it over there, the field, not the field next to us, the next one over, field 24. Once I've got the sunflower off that, I'm going to seed that with corn, maize, for probably another silage harvest. Although I'm going to need corn for the mine's gone blank, for the pigs. Well, again, I've probably said all this before, but as these ideas are coming into my head, you know, I might well have said it before. So we're in the final stages of getting this field slurried, and it's all gone rather well. I had one minor hiccup where it got stuck on a tree, not on a tree but by a tree. Other than that, not bad at all. It's taken a couple of trips, to be fair, but then I assumed it would do. It's a big old field to get sorted out, but it has been sorted out, so that's it, slurried. Just got to decide what crop to put in this actually. Might go with canola in this one. Again, I've probably said that already, but that can be turned off. Yeah, probably oilseed rape will go in that one. Since I've got sunflower over there, oilseed rape in here, barley over there, soybean over there, potatoes growing. Yeah, I might buy one of these ones actually, and once I've done the potato harvest on those, use the potatoes to sow another field, so I might pick another one. And I could plough out, realistically, the whole of this area, but I'll give it some thought. But the slurry tankers work brilliantly. The smaller version of the monster I was using on Lawfolds, but I like it. I've set a worker off seeding on field 28, getting some oilseed rape in the ground. What I thought I would also do, close that, is as soon as it's gone over what it needs to go over, I'll get the fertiliser in behind it, because it's on the sort of the ground state has changed. That I'm going to leave running through the night. I'm not going to record any of that. Workers here brought that round ready for the morning when I do the harvest on field 24. There we go, brilliant. So as that's seeding across there, I'll just go along with this and mop up any bits that I need to. It's 5:30 in the morning. Some of the workers are already there. The lorry's already there waiting. I should get through this gateway. Just about. Nice. And I'll get started and hopefully, let's open that up. Open that up. The rest of the workers will arrive. I don't know what the yield's going to be like on this. It's a fair sized field, but it's had no work done to it, so I honestly don't know what it's going to come out at. Over the course of the night, various different crops are on the next growth stage, and some of the contracting fields are ready to be harvested. There's a few things going on, so a few more options for a start of a new day. Right, I'm going to go and see whether the rest of these workers are at. This is going to be a very, very low yield. I really did not need to bring over the articulated lorry. Looking at this, I'm going to be lucky if I get 8,000 litres out of this. So 2 strips, 1,400 litres. Yeah, it's going to be very low. Might need to move the lorry actually. Right, let's see where the rest of the workers are. Well, the vehicle was left overnight. The workers obviously decided not to come in today, so looks like it's me again. But again, I thought fair sized field, sunflowers, I can use the auger wagon, unload into the trailer. There's not really going to be enough to do that, is there? Could probably have got away with the small trailer again, which I might go and get actually. It's not going to be more than 21,000 litres off this, is it? So it's another one, 24. It's going to need ploughing and preparing for the next. I'm going to put corn in this one and see what we get off of it. Doing a silage harvest for corn rather than just grass. It's not going to be huge because it's not a massive field, but I'll get some off of it. Just back him up, and I think I'll move the lorry and head over and get another tractor with the trailer in it, because this was a waste of time bringing this over. The harvest is on about 4,500 litres now, so I might get, well, I'm going to get more than 8,000 litres because it's not quite halfway yet. But the harvest only holds 8,600, so I'm going to empty it now with what it's got in it. That way it won't be an issue for it finishing the field without needing emptying. It's not going to be a high yield at all. Bit disappointing, but not at the end of the world. This will probably just go into storage then for feed, I would think. Don't worry about unloading it at the end. Probably just unload the harvester straight into the trailer at the end. So what we'll do is not cover that up, is that's what I'm going to do. Every time I get that wrong, I'll empty this into the trailer, and then this is done with. That can go back. I bought the trailer over the agro liner with the lorry. I just thought it'd be a lot quicker, faster across the map. At some point I will get to use this auger wagon and unload into the proper trailer. I mean, not this isn't a proper trailer, you know what I mean. But close that down. Didn't even have enough in it to warrant widening the wheelbase. Right, this can be put away. That's going to carry on until it finishes. Bit of an anticlimax now. Have to find some other jobs to do. So as the harvester finishes off on the last couple of strips, it just seemed to me like the next sensible option was to get the plough over. So I'm going to get the ploughing done, and then the harvester will finish in a minute, and I'll get that last bit and store it away. Seemed to make sense to get two jobs on the go at the same time, and then maybe get the slurry spreader over here as well. I'm not sure how much slurry I've got left actually. I'll have to go and check that. If I've got enough, I'll slurry this one as well and prepare this for putting corn in. Once all these fields have been ploughed through once, you get 3 crops before they have to be ploughed again, so the plough will get put away after a while. That at least is the plan. So as the harvester positions itself its last run down the field, I think it's going to work out about maybe 10,000 litres. I might get 5.5 out of this load, and I've already got 4.5 in there. And I think actually I'm probably going to sell this. I've got OSR growing 2 fields over on 28. And as it stands at the moment, I've got oilseed rape. I've got 5,000 litres in storage, but sunflower at Drumard Sale Area 2 is selling for 2,427 for 1,000 litres. So I'm going to make more money selling it than I would do putting it in storage for feed. I'll leave the OSR for feed and sell this. So that's what I'm going to do with it. Like I say, the yield wasn't great, and it wasn't going to be. It hadn't been ploughed, it was only in one fertiliser state. Most of the fields, the contracting fields, are in that condition. So it's always going to be that way. JCB is chugging away with the plough. It's going to take a while to plough this. What I did on Lawfolds, actually fold that header up. What I did on Lawfolds, which I haven't actually recorded yet, I've actually bought a second plough. And one of the fields I just bought, I was ploughing it, and I've set one plough off on one side of the field and one on the other, and they'll meet in the middle at some point. Because some of the bigger fields, if you are going to plough them out, they will take a long time. Every time, without fail, I managed to press the wrong button and swap vehicles or think by now I would know what they were. Let him turn round. I think I'll leave that open for the drive back so I don't hit the header on the floor, and I'll take this to sell, see what we get. It always seems to be sell point 2 for some reason. I don't know why that's always the one that's doing the best deal. $24,000. Wasn't as much as I thought it would be, but that was just a rough estimate. Okay, so it'll be the OSR canola that's going to be for feed. So I've sold that those sunflowers, that sunflower load. And the JCB is plugging away now on field 24 with the ploughing. So 28's all good to go. 24's just... I don't need to pay for the repairs of that bench. 24 is in the process of being sorted out. All the rest of my fields are growing in various different growth states and on the way. Wood chipping continues at regular intervals. And we are taking over. But that is the end of this episode. Little bit of money made, bit of money spent, but that being said, every bit of money we spend, we're actually increasing the farm, whether it be with fields or equipment. It's all investing in the future of Drumard Farm. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. I hope you found it entertaining or informative or useful in some way. If you have, give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free, and if you want to share the video, please be my guest. If you should choose to donate, that would be fantastic. But whatever you should choose to do, thanks for watching.